Hey guys, Doctor Who Snippets here, and welcome to day 9 of 10 of the Doctor Who Snippets 10 Days of Christmas 2013. Today is the second to last day. So what does that mean? Well, today's episode features the last suggestion by you guys. Tomorrow is my choice. Second to last shout out tonight, and tomorrow will be the last shout out. So we're not going to waste time tonight, we're going to go straight into it. Today's shout out goes to Dalek Cyber. She started her own channel and she's really good. New reviews. Definitely go give some views. Go subscribe to the channel. Got great potential there. And the suggestion. Now, no one really suggested this. As such, I apologise if you did. Well, I know someone, I can't find who it was, but I know someone suggested it in a different form. But I'm going to give the credit to Lemonhead118 because he suggested to do my top figures, my favourite figure of each Doctor. Suggested it loads of time. So he's the closest I can find to it. I think someone else suggested do your top 10 Doctors. But I'm manipulating these and doing the old classic, my order of the Doctors in worst to best. So I'm going to do that. No one as such suggested that. I apologise if you did, but I didn't see it or can't remember it. So these are my Doctors in order. We're not gonna include Peter Capaldi because that's just unfair. So I'm just gonna do all the others. So here we go. Let's do this. My favourite Doctors. Well, in order. At number 12, we have Colin Baker. Definitely the worst Doctor in my opinion. I know some people who really like him. I can't see why. He was great in the last scene of Caves of Androzani after he regenerated. I think that was him at his best. But unfortunately from then on it went downhill. I think the problem was the clothes. Like, it just symbolised stupidity. The colourful clothes. It just ruined his image. And when he was in real time, the blue coat was so much better. But definitely the worst Doctor in my opinion. Don't hate him. That's not true. I hate no Doctors. But he's definitely the worst. And at number 11, we have one I'm not too happy about. It's the third Doctor, John Pertwee. Now, I honestly haven't watched enough of his episodes to make a judgment. Well, a full judgment, a detailed one. But I know enough of him. I know basically every Doctor. Well, I do know every Doctor. But I wouldn't be surprised from what I've heard about John Pertwee. If I watch more of his episodes, he'd move up. But for now, I'm sorry, he's got to be down there at number 11. At the same time, I'm not saying, oh yeah, this is just a temporary place, because I haven't seen enough of him. From what I have seen, he's not a great Doctor. As such, it's hard to explain. I'm not just putting him down there because I can't make a judgment, but at the same time, I'm saying that if I've watched enough of him, I'm sure there's the possibility of him moving up. And here comes the abuse. At number 10, we have the fourth Doctor, Tom Baker. Please don't criticise me for this again. I don't like the fourth Doctor that much at all, really. I find him quite annoying. I see why everyone likes him, and it doesn't help the fact he was around for 7 years that everyone likes him so much, and he is the iconic Doctor. But I personally don't like him, and please don't comment saying, how can you not like him? I don't like him. I don't care if you dislike my favourites. It's not my problem. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. When I did my his Sonic Screwdriver review, I said I didn't like him, and the amount of comments I got on it and dislikes for it, for God's sake, it's my opinion. But no, I don't think the fourth Doctor's anywhere near the best Doctor. And that's my opinion, and I'm sure some of you think he's the best. I know some of you think he's the best. But no, he's number 10 out of 12 for me. At number 9, we have Patrick Troughton, the second Doctor. I like him a lot, but he's got to be down there. And the two black and white Doctors, I can't enjoy their story so much purely because it's black and white. Now, I know it sounds stupid, but I've never been able to get into black and white things. So, although he was a great Doctor, he really shone in the War Games, in my opinion, but he's down in number 9. At number 8 is the first Doctor, William Hartnell. Now, in the past, I could never really decide between Patrick Troughton and William Hartnell, which order they went around. I quite often swap it when I did a list, but thanks to An Adventure in Space and Time, and I know it obviously wasn't William Hartnell in it, but like just learning a bit about him, it's definitely made him higher than Patrick Troughton for me. So, yes, William Hartnell is number 8. At number 7, we have, coincidentally, the Seventh Doctor. Yes, Sylvester McCoy. The things about Sylvester McCoy is it was when Doctor Who was really at its lowest point. Oh no, the lowest point was during Colin Baker's reign, but they were trying to get it back on track. And unfortunately, Sylvester McCoy tried his best, but didn't quite get the show from save the show from being cancelled. But he did his best, and he did a good job at it. He has the best, in my opinion, Dalek episode ever in Remembrance of the Daleks. In some stories, he was an okay Doctor. Others, he was great. I think one of his best performances was in the first 15, 20 minutes of the movie, the Doctor Who movie, in 1996. I think he was great in that, but he's got to stay at number 7 in my opinion, because there are much better Doctors than him. At number 6, it's the 8th Doctor, Paul McGann. I always used to love the Doctor Who movie, even though lots of people don't, and a lot of people argued it wasn't real Doctor Who. But the fact you see McGann regenerate from McCoy, and now you've seen him regenerate into John Hurt, he is a real Doctor. There used to be debate about it, so some of you think, like, what, of course he's a Doctor, but back quite a while ago there was debate about it. But no, he is one of the best Doctors, definitely. Love to see more. He was incredible in The Night of the Doctor. And he seems so young in Doctor Who, but I would love to see more of him, basically. But because there's not enough of him, he's only at number 6 on my list. So, into the top 5 Doctors for me now, and at number 5, it's John Hurt, the War Doctor. Some of you probably didn't expect me to include him, but I'm obviously gonna, because he is a Doctor. Great Doctor. I think in that basically one episode that's John Hurt's the Doctor, he gave one of the best performances than some of the previous Doctors that were lower on the list. Great. I doubt highly we'll ever see that Doctor again, because there's not much room, and it wouldn't make much sense to randomly do a spin-off Time War series or something. But he was a fantastic Doctor. John Hurt was the perfect actor to choose for a warrior Doctor, because he's so, in a way, tough looking, but like troubled by the war, and he's so kind, like as a person. It's brilliant choice. John Hurt, number 5. At number 4, we have the 9th Doctor, Christopher Eccleston. I've always been a huge fan of the 9th Doctor. Series 1 was awesome, completely different style of Doctor Who compared to the rest of the new series. I would have loved to see him do another series, but in a way I think that might have taken the magic out of it. So although it's a shame, and although Christopher Eccleston refuses to come back, the 13 episodes he did were just great. At number 3, it's my Doctor, because everyone has their Doctor. So when I close my eyes and imagine the Doctor, this is who I think of. It's David Tennant, the 10th Doctor. One of my friends on YouTube told me a while ago that he really hated David Tennant because he didn't suit the Doctor. And since then I've looked at David Tennant in a different way, because it's true. He isn't at all like any other Doctor. Now, I know they're all different, but there's something wrong about him to be the Doctor, yet it works. So I now see him as a split. Like, his time as the Doctor was incredible, and it was so sad when he left. But at the same time, he's not right to play the Doctor in any way. But he remains in my top 3, and he always will be, because he is undeniably one of the best Doctors ever. But there are 2 Doctors that I've always thought, well, kind of always thought, give better performances than him. Okay, now this is the toughest part when I was making the list. This, for all my Doctor Who life as being a fan, this Doctor has always been my favourite, but he's just been replaced. Number 2 on my list is the 5th Doctor, Peter Davison. Now, I love Peter Davison, always have. I don't know what it was. I think when I was young, I'm like, I need to pick a favourite Doctor. I choose you. So I chose the 5th Doctor. And then I watched his episodes, and then when he came out of Time Crash, it was awesome. I love his outfit. I love the figures of him. Everything about the 5th Doctor. And his sonic screwdriver, even though it's similar to other classic Doctors, there was something about it, everything about the 5th Doctor I loved. But he's just been replaced by number 1, which is Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor. Now, Matt Smith used to be about 3rd or 2nd on my list. Normally David Tennant was 2nd. But after the 50th and the time of the Doctor, and his really real before Regeneration speech, like when he's like, I will always remember when the Doctor was me, sorry. You know, Matt Smith was awesome in every single way. No one thought he could take on what David Tennant had started, and he was so good. Matt Smith, I'm going to miss him so much. And for now, we'll see how Peter Capaldi performs, and I'm sure he's going to be excellent. We'll see, I'll do this list again next Christmas. But for now, for the next year, in my opinion, Matt Smith will always be the best Doctor. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to shout out in tomorrow night's video, the last one, send me a PM with the subject, DWS 10 Days Christmas shout out. And don't bother sending in any suggestions, because tomorrow night I'm doing my top 10 all-time favourite figures. So that's it for the suggestions. Thanks everyone who sent one in. I'll see you tomorrow night, and don't forget to keep entering your shout outs. Alright guys, bye.